Hi, my name is Orindo. I am a cosplayer. Yeah, I guess that's essentially it, right? Yeah. So yeah, today we're gonna be attending Otakufest, which is essentially one of the largest anime events or otaku-related events that we have here in Cebu, which is pretty cool, right? And with that being said, there's gonna be a lot of people. Hence why at 7 o'clock, wake up really early to eat breakfast and to prepare my the stuff that I needed as well, because we're gonna be going early because when it comes to these things, are at least the events that I've attended before, Otakufest and specifically, right? There's gonna be a lot of people, right? Even really early on, but thankfully enough, I pre-ordered some tickets, right? So yeah, but despite pre-ordering tickets, I imagine that the line is still gonna be long, which is why I think it's best to leave early, I suppose, right? And yeah, I'm gonna prepare now because I might be late for the bus. So yeah. You can never underestimate the power of a good breakfast, because I imagine that when once you go to the event, especially on events like Otakufest, right, they have these booths or stalls of which you can find items, anime merchandise or goods of which you cannot easily find, so in the real world or face to face for that matter, real world. Yeah, yeah. You can find them online for sure, yeah, but seeing just the quality up front, and you don't have to worry about the shipping fee and all that, I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, most of the time, I guess, or I don't know, really depends on the people. The merch is the game, right? That and cosplays and enjoying the event as a whole. But the merch and artists, alley artist booths supporting local artists. That's what this is. Another thing this is all about, right? So yeah. Point being is that money is going to be spent on items, but how about sustenance, right? Food for that matter. Which is why, yeah, breakfast is incredibly important, because what I usually do, and I don't recommend this to, if you're gonna do it right, I don't recommend this. I eat a good brunch essentially, yeah. And when I go to the mall, I try to eat as little as I can, or at least just buy the cheapest meals that I could find there, which still would be quite expensive in a way, at least in my standards. I don't know about you, but I'm the type of person who loves to travel light. So yeah, whenever I go out to cosplay events and when I do plan on cosplaying, which most of the time, yes, I do wear the cosplays that I have as I commute, right? Because I don't have a car, so I commute. Do I get scared or, you know, embarrassed in a way for that matter? Yeah, when people look at me. Not really. I mean, for in one way or another, yeah, it looks weird and stands out for sure. That's one thing. But either way, it's quite normal. Yeah, I guess it's something that you see people wear, just not every day riding the bus. It's not as many people, but there is still a lot of people, and thankfully enough, most of them are cosplayers. I can tell because they did wear the costumes as they traveled here. I imagine, or maybe they changed in a nearby you know, uh, changing area. I don't know whatever, right? But yeah, I'm glad that I guess I made the right call to go early. Because for one, I also wanted to get my cosplay ready, which, by the way, I am going as Tatsumi Kotaro from the Zombieland Saga series. So, yeah. When you get out. Here it is, my Tatsumi Kotaro cosplay, and I've upgraded a bit. I've done a whole lot of upgrading, especially towards the jacket part. Before I had it in the blue color or the blue hue, but now I got it in black, and finally got a wig that kind of matches the color original. And yeah, happy with how this turned out, and I'm excited as well for for this event in general. Yeah. So we're going to this area, the mountain wing area, which is a separate area for those who've already pre-ordered tickets. Because what we learned from last events, especially in Taco Fest, the line is huge. So there's a line for those who are in walk-in and those who have tickets, such as myself. And with that, right, this sort of arrangement just makes it a whole lot easier in order for people to get in as efficiently and as quick as possible. but I just want to get there as soon as I can so I can check out the merch before any of the ones I want would vanish. Excuse me. I was right. Getting a physical ticket or pre-ordering is much easier, much faster, and I get to skip this entire long line even though it's not, it hasn't even been, what, 10 minutes, 30 minutes or so, and there's still a lot of people already, which overwhelms me in a way, you know. So it turns out I can just walk in directly as long as I have my ticket. We all love merch, but merch is too, expensive for us, which is why oftentimes I would make them myself. However, there are some good merch here around that you can be able to afford it or buy it for cheap, right? I mean, that's a good thing that you can be able to have this sort of avenue for you to buy things that you can't easily just find online or, as I've said, in the face-to-face setting. So, with that, best merch, in my opinion, that you could get is one. A good factor that you should consider is that it should be something that you love. If you hate it, then might as well just don't buy or consider buying anything, right? The second would be its usability, right? You can go for keychains, stickers, or whatnot. That's cool and all. If it's cheap, even better, right? But there are some merch as well, such as that has great use, right? Props, consider as well t-shirts, headbands, earrings, or thank you. I bought it because I like it, don't judge. So, after touring the inner portion of the wall, there's apparently also, as I've said, a sky garden outside over there. See right there? Where mostly there are a bunch of artists selling their merch through booths. So, artist booths, I call it an artist gallery section for the matter. Some people may ask me, Rindo, or maybe you're not, right? Some people may not or may not ask me, say, Rindo, why would you wear glasses in the dark or in the, when you're inside the room, right? Isn't it too, dim for my eyes? And the answer to that is yes, it is kind of. Thankfully, there are lights, and with these glasses specifically, or in particular, yep, they're meant for the outer or the outer shades. There are sunglasses for crying out loud. So, with that, I can still navigate fairly enough, but if it gets too dim, then yeah, I may get in trouble. And another thing is that tomorrow I'm going to be cosplaying as Wolfwood. So that's another character who wears glasses. But thankfully, that Wolfwood cosplay that I have is one where it's quite nicely tinted, right? So I can really see clearly, even though I'm indoors. If you're tired of looking at the inside, what we have right here on the other side of the building is a bunch of the food booths, snack booths. If you're hungry, so if you want to take a snack, then go for it. So, and apparently that's also where the competition is being held, right there. In the stage, thankfully enough, they have a tent or a portion put up. What we have right here is just weeds enjoying weird stuff. Do I love having the event here at Seaside? Yeah, kinda. For one, it's big and the space is really just enough to accommodate rather this much people, and I think that's nice. There's a lot of people and it's hot. I tell you, family, there's just nothing that's as powerful as a bunch of weebs coming together, singing along to some great anime music, of which I cannot upload on YouTube or else I get demonetized. However, the essence of Otakufest is just to let go, have fun, do whatever you want, but also be responsible in doing so. It's been about 2 hours already since I've started walking around. It's already 12 o'clock, lunchtime. I'm still quite full, really. I'm saving my stomach for the ramen eating competition, or the spicy ramen eating competition to be specific. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to join in. I just have to be really near the stage when the event arrives. So until then, I'm just gonna enjoy myself a bit longer, I suppose. Yeah.
Five, okay. So the instruction is very easy. Who is the winner for this round?
I'm
So we
dying.
have
So I just came from the ramen eating competition, and I'll never eat ramen ever again in a long time, probably, most likely. That was painful. I thought it would be fun. I'm out. I'm out. I guess another point or benefit with cosplaying or being a cosplayer or a con goer is that you have enough energy to walk around a huge venue for how many hours for that matter, right? And I think that's awesome. Well, it's already nighttime. A lot of people are going home. A lot of people are tired. I'm tired. My stomach kind of hurts from still hurts a bit from the ramen, which I'm gonna have a break, take a break from eating that for some time. Feet is sore, yeah, in a way. Sweaty, hot, but I enjoyed myself. This is a nice experience. As expected of Otakufests or amazing events like this, you get to meet a lot of great and amazing people, and I can't wait for, well, day 2 or tomorrow. Those were not lines to the airport, to an airport rather, an airport station, but to the bus going home. So yesterday, of course, in an otaku or anime related event, there's going to be a cosplay competition, of which we weren't able to see because I was busy having fun. This is day 2 and we're gonna see what other things they have to offer. As far as I know, there's gonna be new merchant booths. Artist alley, I guess, yeah, artist booths. Cosplaying in this hot weather, well, especially when you wear a attire that is quite layered, quite hot, with really heavy fabric. My suit, for instance, although it could be a bit breezy here and there at times, still, nevertheless, this is an event where it's going to be held outdoors, or most of the attractions, so to speak, are well outdoors. Well, the event games and competitions are held outdoors, so naturally that goes to show that it's going to be hot. And yesterday, well, you saw it for yourselves at how really hot it can be, but nevertheless the cosplayers are amazing because they have this ability where just wearing something cool just instantly makes you boom, forget about the hotness, or at least that's how I feel. Or at least if I really deeply think about it, then I start to feel hot and sweaty all over, then it's over for me, which is the, well, worst case scenario for that. But either way, I'm having fun under the heat, or rather, having fun is what makes you forget about the heat and all that. So yeah, I think that's one aspect of the mentality of cosplaying that people can really, I guess, perfect in one way or another, or at least get used to, right? Day 2 was exciting for me because this is the first time where I was able to get the opportunity to cosplay together with a fellow Trigun Stampede cosplayer, cosplayed as Vash, and just this, the amazing experiences that you get from people coming to take pictures of you together, and just make people happy and experiencing this awesome dynamic duo that you can't experience with just only one person, right? Even if it's a group or even just with 2 people, it's still an amazing opportunity and an amazing experience. And there's a lot of things that, I'm glad I was able to try out and fun stuff to do as well. And yeah, just the overall excitement that I felt was absolutely amazing and I loved it.